your carne, you need your meat, right? You need your guac. To me, I need to have either pico or I need to have black bean corn salsa. That's what this is, black bean corn salsa. Need some Spanish rice, some refried beans, and some tortillas. My black bean corn salsa. So what I did first is I took the black beans and the corn, I rinsed them out, and I put them in this colander here. I used 6 Roma tomatoes, half of a red onion. But remember, the red onion, even though it has a sharp taste, once you add lime juice to it, it kind of cuts it into it a little bit, so it gives it a smoother, sweeter taste. So you taste all the good things about the red onion, not so much the harshness of it. So it's good to have the lime to balance that out. For the jalapenos, I don't necessarily cut them with the seeds in there, and I'll show you what I do so I can make it kind of kid-friendly. But if it's just adults at the party, go ahead and cut it with the seeds in and get this party started. It's key to have hard, not so ripe tomatoes when you're making this salsa. Try to make it, each tomato slice about 1 centimeter. Like that big. One of the reasons why I use a colander too, because there are some juices. Next thing is the onion. Again, I only use half the onion. I use this for other stuff. I try to chop it to where I don't have any of the seeds on the inside, so I just do this little trick here. I just cut the outside. And then I throw the seeds out. Now I julienne these, and then I dice them. But to me, cilantro is one of the key things for Pico de Gallo. It's one of the key things for this black bean corn salsa. It's that extra kick. So really with the green onions, I don't add that much. Get more of that green color in there, which makes this salad, salsa, even that more beautiful. Before I add the last few ingredients, which is the avocado, the lime, and salt, I mix it here in the colander to just get all those juices out, and then I transfer it to a bowl. I do a little, I'm sure people have seen this, where you just kind of cut with your knife. Four avocados is what you need for my recipe. I do around the core, the little seed in the middle. Okay, that's good. You need a knife, a spoon, a microplane, and a potato masher. And it's easy. Put it in a bowl. So just put your avocado in a bowl. Actually, you could do this with a fork. It's got a little seed. I got a little stem right there. So, boom. Easy. Now you don't have to mash this until it's super smooth. You're not trying to make mashed potatoes. Next thing is the onion. So I don't really need that much. Actually, I just use that much. Okay. Tomato. I just use a small tomato. And really what I'm doing with the tomatoes, I'm just trying to get the outer skin, right? I don't need the juicy, meaty inner part. Just need the outer skin. Now, make a small dice out of it. I don't want you to even know that there's really that much tomato in here. Get the zest from one lime, and I add it to my guacamole. And then I get the juice from one lime. So sometimes even just one, I'll check first. I'll see if half a lime is good. Gotta add some salt. 2 pinches. That's all the guac you need. That's perfect. So some of the key things to it is you need to have a tomato flavor, you need to have an onion flavor, you need to have a garlic flavor, and you need to have like a chicken stock or chicken bouillon. What I'm doing here is I'm creating a roasted salsa that I'm gonna add to the rice. Really what you need is 3 cups of chicken stock. You need about
maybe a quarter of oil to get your rice toasted up. A little bit of cumin, a little bit of chili powder just to flavor up the vegetables. You need some salt. You need 2 cups of rice, long grain rice preferably. You can wash and then dry this out, but I just have it the way it is and it's fine, turns out fine. 7 or 8 Roma tomatoes, 1 onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. Now, you could either have an optional part while cooking the rice is either having a jalapeno or a serrano pepper. I'm gonna quarter these Roma tomatoes, okay? I'm gonna throw it in the mixing bowl. So what I got going on in the background right now is I have my oven heated up to 450 degrees. I use a medium-sized onion, it's fine. It doesn't have to be cut down all the way. The garlic, I just cut those little ends off and toss it in here. And all I do here is I add a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, not too much, because there's a lot of salt in the chicken stock. I use some chili powder. It's about half a teaspoon right there. And a little bit of cumin. About half a teaspoon in there as well. Mixing it up in the bowl, and then I just dump it on the tray, spread it out. And once my oven comes to temp, I put this in there, again, like I said, for 20, maybe 30 minutes. And then I'll bring it out of the oven to cool, let it chill for a little bit before I blend it. The last thing you want to do is have a hot mixture blending. A warm mixture is fine. All you really have to do to make your steak ready for steak tacos is prepare it with the right flavor. So all I do is prepare it like a regular steak. I use salt, pepper, but then I add cumin, coriander, and then at the very end, after it's cooked, I may add some cilantro and lime, and that's it. This is like maybe a 1/3 or a 1/4 of an inch steak. Salt, but not too much salt, all right? You don't need too much salt. If it's a thicker steak, I'll salt it a lot more. Thin steak like this, just a little bit of salt, because you're gonna put a lot of different flavors in there. A little bit of salt. That's my oven because I'm about to make Spanish rice, Mexican rice as well. A little bit of cumin, not too much. This is really the secret ingredient here. Coriander. Just a little bit of this. Wait for at least half an hour before you even cook this. Okay, so what I'm doing with this is what I made earlier, the little seasoned tomato, onion, and garlic salsa I'm gonna make. I wanna roast it in the oven, 450 degrees. Like I said, between 20 and 30 minutes. So I'll put a timer right now for 20 minutes, but typically it's always 30 minutes. We'll see. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that's pretty good. See that? That's pretty good. So now I'm gonna cool this down. While this is cooling down, I'm gonna begin work on the rice, like I said. So I'll put this on medium heat, right? Let me add some oil to this. Then you add the rice so it fries. You need it to toast. And this takes a little bit of time. This could take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes to toast up. Let me start adding this to my blender here. So the one thing I can do right now while this is waiting is I could measure out 3 cups of chicken stock. I cover it up so it doesn't splash on me. Remember, all I'm looking for is 2 cups of this stuff, right? Did I make it? Yes. Perfect. Another trick too, so it won't burn, is like I like to microwave chicken stock for 1.5 minutes. So it's just a lot of maintaining. Make sure you don't burn anything. You burn, you start over. All I think that's pretty much toasted right there. That's a nice toast. You add the tomato sauce. A little steam action. And then I'll add this. It is boiling, so I'm gonna reduce down to a very low heat. I've got it on low. I'm gonna cover it. And now I set the timer for 20 minutes. One super duper ingredient. So I will pierce my jalapeno. So I want a little bit of flavor in there. Not too much, but a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'll just cut it in half. There you go. So, and I'll plop it in there, right in the center. All it is onions, garlic, refried beans. That's it. Nothing special. After you fluff the rice and put it to the side, fluff the beans, put it to the side, you could sear your meat. Because with the steak, you want to cook it and you want to set it to the side, you want it to rest for a little bit. And then you can toast up all your tortillas. So I always start with the onion saute, 3 to 5 minutes, and get translucent. Turn it down a little bit so it doesn't burn. And add your beans. Just get some refried beans, onions, garlic, heat them up. Easy. Let's hit the timer, see what it looks like. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. It should be nice and moist, like that. That's the way we want it. I'm gonna cover it and remove it from the heat. It's literally, this thin steak here is gonna take 1.5 minutes on each side. It's starting to get hot now. Add some oil. Three minutes. Steak is done. Let it rest. Put the next ones in. Maybe add a little bit more avi oil. Let's see if I get 2 of these on at any given time. Minute 30. Look at that. But let me show you how to do it. That's stupid. Taco Tuesday, steak night, whatever you want to call it. Fresh flavors. Every time there was a game, yeah, that's stupid. An easy thing to cook. Not to cook. You gotta be more relaxed. Hold on. Gotta be more relaxed. The avocados, easy stuff. Don't do that. Half of a red tomato, or red. I'm not 100% sure which one is the correct way to call it. Let me start over.